Hello my sweeties and welcome to Style Thoughts by Rita, and welcome to this video where I'm talking about how to use patterns and prints for the 4 essences. If you want to learn about what the 4 essences are, you can watch my intro video below. But in this video, what I'm going to do is go quadrant by quadrant and give you just like examples for different patterns I think you could try, and also talk about how you should style the patterns. I'm not going to really break it down too much, like why I'm making these recommendations, because the video would get very long. Now before we get started, like please listen to me. This is not a generic disclaimer, it's an important part. Like these are not rules, these are guidelines, they're suggestions. I think that there's just so many different factors at play that affect why a certain garment can work for somebody or not. My idea is really not to restrict you. It's just to give you some like starting ideas. You're like, oh, I have write down essence. Okay, I want to try patterns. Where can I start? You can start here. However, if you watch the video and you're like, okay, I hate every single example she's giving for my essence and that like whole look and vibe is off for me, then like, yeah, maybe you put yourself in the wrong place, and then maybe you can find like the better place by looking at the overall vibe and feeling of patterns that appeal to you. These examples are really meant to be for everyday and like semi-dressy occasions. I think for like, you know, the really festive party, red carpet, whatever dressing, the rules are very different. Yeah, and so I'm going to talk a lot about the specific patterns I recommend, but also how to think about like how we combine them, what to add more. And we're gonna start with the write down essence. For the write down essence, as for the left down essence, your beauty is somewhat more delicate, so you can be kind of visually overwhelmed. So what I want you to do is to think about like how intense is my pattern, and if it's a very intense pattern, then maybe that's the focal point of the outfit and the other pieces are kind of like supporting characters. But if the pattern itself actually feels pretty gentle and even neutral, then like, oh, maybe some other interesting things can come into the outfit too. So really thinking about balancing so as not to overwhelm yourself visually. And here are the patterns I recommend for write down. First of all, I love any kind of structured, refined, geometric pattern. So you can think about when the designer was planning the pattern, did they set up kind of a grid and place the elements equally spaced over the garment? So kind of geometric repeating elements are really great. This can be like both like kind of sparsely placed out, like the classic polka dot print, or it can be even quite intense repeating geometrics if you want it to be more bold and striking. Kind of related to that are ditzy floral prints that have been in for so long now. This is the print where the flowers are so small that it basically looks like a solid. This is a great pattern for a lot of write down women, and it's a bit hard for a lot of other people to do, so this can be like almost a neutral for you. Going more in the geometric linear direction, anything again that's a repeating geometric that is based on lines and intersections of lines is great. So gingham is a great write down print. Any kind of checks, tweed, plaid, those are great. Argyle for that academia vibe. Madras print if you want to get really like colorful and bold and creative. Stripes are an obvious write down favorite, and I really encourage you to play around with them, because based on the color story, based on the width of the stripes, how they're placed, you can create so many different effects, right? So if you have really colorful stripes, maybe of different sizes, whatever, then it has this playful, fun vibe. If you have lower contrast, maybe earthy pastel tones, then it's almost like a very subtle neutral. Or you can do kind of classic, you know, black and white, navy and white, red and white, you know, like, or like a navy and red. So those kinds of like classic color stories for a more sophisticated feeling, you know, like the classic striped button-up shirt. Another thing I really like for you are prints that literally show something. So it's like, oh, it's little fruit, it's little leaves, it's shells, it's something interesting, it's a landscape. I saw a dress that has the periodic table on it. I think that's really like just a fun, really quirky thing for a write down science person. Another thing I like is kind of soft watercolor blend. I know that's not necessarily a print, but it's just this kind of like the dreaminess, right? So just kind of the colors fading into each other. And also I really like any kind of embroidery or broderie anglaise on you. This kind of, yeah, it's very refined, it's really pretty. Again, it's a great way to add color, visual interest, so it's not just jeans but something with embroidery. So that's a really great thing to bring in. Another thing I like are like for the playful times is when you have like something that has two patterns layered on top of each other. So like stripes with a cactus or checks with strawberries on them. That's like really playful if you want to go in that more whimsical direction. You can also mix two prints in an outfit. So like polka dots and stripes is kind of a classic if you want to again be like more on the whimsical side. Now we're going to talk about patterns for the left down essence. In terms of general styling, my advice is similar for the right down, which is that like if the pattern itself feels very bright, like very eye-catching, very intense, then you might feel like the other parts of the outfit should play more of like a supporting role. But if the pattern feels more like of a neutral, then you can play it up with other pieces. It's about kind of finding that balance where the outfit is interesting enough for you without feeling like it's overwhelming. And I have many very specific pattern recommendations for you. My first recommendation are these irregular wavy lines, right? So instead of like a strict printed line, it's something that looks like it's a bit warped, or it's just like flowy and very intriguing. My next recommendation are what I call relaxed nature prints. Nature prints like palms are really in right now, like big leaves, but you could also do feathers, right? So any natural element. And I like for it to be relaxed, which is that it's kind of like placed over the garment in like a more relaxed way. It's not as strictly geometric. Maybe the elements are of different sizes or they're placed in a specific way. This also applies to florals for you. I love florals for you, but I really want them to be irregular. Like instead of planning out where the flowers go, somebody just took some flowers and kind of threw them at the skirt or the top. I mean, yeah, maybe the flowers are different sizes, maybe they're different shapes, maybe they're just irregularly placed over the garment, like unevenly, like one part has a lot and one part has a few. For more of the soft and relaxed print, I also love these marble kind of watercolor style prints that have a lot of visual texture to them. And these exist in both pale and bright colors, so that's a really good one. I also like any animal print for you, right? So cheetah has been a classic animal print for a long time. Right now, I was seeing a lot of things with zebra print, but you know, snake skin, giraffe, whatever animal print you want is great. Another really good print for you is tie-dye. So tie-dye's been around for a while, and what I like about it is you can of course get this like super cheerful party tie-dye, but you can also get like blouses that look quite professional and have this kind of like more subtle tie-dye print on it. So I like all the different levels of tie-dye that exist right now. If you're looking for something that's more like funky and creative, I like these patterns that are bold abstract prints, right? So they're just kind of a bunch of different shapes with different colors, and it's a little bit like unpredictable. I really like that for you. If you're looking for something that's more structured, I like the same intricate geometrics as I recommended to write down, right, where it's like a grid and it's kind of intense. What I think is important is that there's a high color contrast, like there's this play between the shadow and the light color. So there's a lot of 70s inspired prints right now that do this. I think those are really great, but just in general, anything that is like, if it's intense geometric, it should have this high color contrast and be really interesting. And of course you could do like checks and lines and plaid and all of that in your own way. So those are not specifically reserved to the right down. Just want to throw that out there. And one other style element I really like for left down personally is seeing when people are wearing a suit that has some sort of irregular print, or it's a suit and has this like blouse underneath. I don't know, that's just the look I've seen a lot that I personally love for left down. So now you understand what I meant when I was like, oh, there's some overlap, let's, you know, it's like there is not super harsh rules in the Style Thoughts by Rita world. Obviously, like a dreamy print on the right can be an intriguing print on the left, right? There is some sort of flexibility. The main thing was I think that the recommendations I make for each quadrant really capture like the spirit of the quadrant, and I think when they're all put together, you can obviously like see it and feel it, and that's the most important part. Don't make it like difficult for yourself, you know, like a sweater with a flower on it. I mean, like anybody can wear that if it's a simple thing, or just patterns that are very popular, like cheetah basically feels like a neutral print for a lot of people, so of course people on both sides can wear it, or like checked shirts, right, like flannels or something can probably work pretty good for both. I also really like the idea of taking the print of the opposite essence and working with it kind of intentionally. So for left down celebrities, I noticed, like, and this is not the only way, but I noticed that if they do like polka dots or checks, a lot of times they will do it in a very like sensual, like low cut, like sexy, look. So I feel like they're kind of trying to offset the pattern, or just adding some sort of edgy, like tough elements. Again, that's not the only way, but it's a good strategy for how to bring in those opposite patterns. Okay, but now we're going to talk about the up essence. So going into the left up essence, what we want to do is to take left down ideas and to make them more up, more extravagant, glamorous, mysterious, dramatic, more effortful, right? We basically want to add more visual complexity, more visual interest. There's 3 ways to do that. The first is like, you can just choose a garment that's literally more visually intense and interesting. So like the pattern itself is more complicated. The second thing is that the garment can have like more interesting details on it, so you can add like different stuff. And then the third thing is, again, like how you incorporate the actual garment into an outfit. So you could have a pair of zebra pants, you can pair them with either like a simple black top, or you can have this like complex black top with the stuff and the ruffles, blah, and then you have a hairstyle and the earrings. So it's just like there's a lot more visually going on that takes it more into that like effort, extravagance, drama direction. So one thing I really like for left up women is to find garments that actually have multiple patterns sewn into them, right? So it can have multiple patterns printed in, or you can have them kind of sewn in as stripes or whatever. You can do the animal patterns, the irregular florals, the wavy geometrics, but you can also do some of the right patterns like polka dots, whatever. Basically just bringing in multiple patterns into one thing makes it a lot more visually complex. The second thing you can do is just to add literally more of the pattern to you. So wearing the pattern on a larger part of your body. So this can be like a head to toe kind of matching set, or it can be a semi-matching set. And here I like, again, these kind of fluid geometrics or abstract print, irregular shapes. All of that is just really great, kind of like taking up lots of visual space and making that visual impact. As I said, you can have other details, like other things on the garments. So you can have like a big flower brooch, or you can have these like sewn in collars or lacing, or kind of extreme sleeves, or just some sort of added things, again, that like, or this built-in t-shirt that just kind of adds more visual interest than just the print itself. And finally, it's just about styling interesting things together. So if you have a complex kind of dark floral sexy mesh top, you have like a leather skirt, and you have these like interesting boots, and you have this weird like lunchbox leather bag. So there's just a lot visually going on. So even though the pattern itself is striking and interesting, it's not like, oh whoa, that's like a cool shirt. It's like, oh, like there's a whole outfit story going on with it. So just not hesitate to bring more interesting things in together. For the right up essence, my recommendations are similar to the left up essence, which is to take the pattern and then just to make sure you style it in a way, or you choose something that's visually interesting. So it's not just the pattern, but there's like something more to it that creates that like upness, the drama, the extravagance that you want and need. I definitely invite you to look to the right down quadrant for pattern inspiration, but also to look to left down quadrant. I think right up women have the widest range. The question really is about how you style it. So it does need to be kind of part of like a cohesive, coherent like look where everything makes sense. And then of course I'm not saying like you right up queen can wear whatever. Like it still needs to fit a bit with your personal aesthetic. So if you're personally not very funky and creative, then kind of a funky and creative pattern isn't really going to work. But I want to encourage you to kind of keep an open mind and to experiment and just to be daring and creative. How do we use pattern in this more up way? Well, as with left up, the first suggestion is to choose garments that have other interesting design details. So not only does it have a print, but it has maybe like a big bow, or it has interesting sleeves, or it has a ribbon, or it has some sort of edging, or it has some sort of glitter, right? So it's like when you just look at the sweater or the shirt or whatever, you're like, yes, it has a pattern, and also, right? Like there's just some sort of other extra bit. You can also just choose patterns that feel more intense. So one thing I really love for right up women are large scale patterns. I just love large scale florals for you. It's just something I really love to see. I also really like to see large scale, like other more geometric patterns. I talked about like larger checks, like large houndstooth print, right? Like these prominent types of stripes. So just kind of assertive, I guess, the patterns, just to be really bold and don't hold back. And another way to like don't hold back is, as with left up, to just wear the pattern head to toe. So I really love that for you, whether it's like paisley or floral or abstract, they're like head to toe pattern. It's just a great look. And I find for right up women, this is a great way to make a really casual outfit feel kind of more right up for you, just to choose like an easy breezy matching set in a fun pattern and have some cute shoes to go with it. As with left up, I think you can do garments that like contain multiple patterns in one. I think that this can be a little bit tricky sometimes though, while still feeling like having that refinement, so it depends a bit. Finally, yeah, it's just about creating outfits that have other points of visual interest, that you take that patterned garment, but you bring it in and you combine it with something like, oh, there's some really interesting color intensity. So not only do I have a printed top, but maybe I have another bright or just eye-catching, striking color. Or maybe I have some interesting shapes. So I have like a patterned top, but then I have an interesting trouser, or I have some sort of interesting sleeves, right? So there's something else interesting. And then of course there's just things you combine it with in terms of accessories, like the shoes or hats or bags, right? So bringing in other visually interesting stuff just adds more of that upness. Again, this doesn't need to be some like caricature. You don't need to have a million things on you at all times, but I'm just giving you ideas for how to do the upness. So that's the video. I first talked about the patterns for right down and left down, and I explained all of the many different patterns that you can explore. And then I explained like, okay, how can we take patterns and make them part of an up essence look? And we went over the left up and the right up essence. And I hope you've seen that even though there is a lot of like diversity within each quadrant, there's definitely like a flavor, an aesthetic, a vibe, an emotional kind of like overall overview of the quadrant that becomes very clear when you see it all together. When I make recommendations to my clients, I'm picking up patterns that I feel speak to them, not just from the quadrant, but also like their personality and their season and like the overall vibe they want. So the purpose of this video isn't to give you like a list of patterns you're allowed to wear, but to give you some starting suggestions if you just want to like get some more patterns and prints into your life. Okay, so I'd love to hear what you think, and thank you so much for being here, and see you next time. Bye.